My name is Tasha Smutney. I am a double gold consultant and a four-time IATAN card holder. We're going to talk today about how to use Pleasant Holidays. Right now I'm showing you Pleasant Holidays under suppliers in the Travel Cafe. Important to note, you have to be after your 30 days enrolled with us to register for Pleasant Holidays. Important to know. All right, so Pleasant Holidays, this is a vendor that you can do hotel and flight, hotel, flight and car, hotel only. This is a great option for also putting together packages for your clients. I also sometimes find hotels that I don't find on Vax on here. We can also typically find Sandals resorts on here. So if you're a new agent who doesn't have access to Sandals yet, they typically show up on here as well. You can do single or multiple destinations. So I'm going to start with a single destination. Again, this is one I typically go to when I'm looking up those all-inclusive resorts as well and packages. I have somebody who wants to travel here. I'm going to actually adjust this. All right. So I click Find Vacation. So they're checking my availability. It's showing me the progress. First thing it's going to do is it's going to have me choose my flights. Okay. It's going to tell me if the flight I choose is an upcharge or not. So it also will give us important to look at our rules and restrictions, right? This fare is non-refundable, must be paid in full and ticketed the same day as reservations. It's important to know that, but it is a premium economy. It tells us the airline, it tells us the time, it tells us if there's stops, right? My client would prefer a non-stop. You can use the filters over here, non-stop. You can choose the departure time. Right? They would like to leave by noon the latest. They would like to arrive sometime between noon or anytime up until 7 p.m. Okay. I don't always do all of these, but you could select if your client is super against any of these airlines, you could select all the others. You could do business class. You could choose that ahead of time. Okay. So now it's narrowed me down to my nonstop options. So they would like to get there as early as possible. All of these are the same upgrade, right? I'm going to go with the 8:10 a.m. to the 12:51. So they're not quite as early in the morning. Select departure. We choose our return flight. Again, because I selected nonstop over here, I'm going to get just nonstop flights to look at. They would like to leave a little later if possible. If it's not letting me, so I'll do this. So I'm going to look and see 4:35 p.m. or 2:15. We'll do the 4:35. So now, once I'm in here, I can select star ratings to choose the hotel. I never do anything less than a 3-star and up. We could do the package price per person if we're trying to get in a certain budget range, and it will eliminate some of those, okay? So what it's given us right now is Hotel Xcaret. That's the option it chose for us. However, we can choose others, and it will tell us if it's more or less than what that is. I will tell you Moon Palace, I don't typically find on Vax, but I find it in here. All right. And it will tell us if something doesn't have something available. Okay. So I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose this. Again, just for quick purposes, right? Now, as I come in, it tells me about the hotel. It's beachfront, it's all inclusive. I can see all amenities. It does skip me down to the bottom so we can see them all. Go back up. Now I can choose the type of room. They've given me a deluxe garden view. It's important that we note these are non-refundable rates. A non-refundable rate sometimes means that even travel insurance may not cover it. So when I click in, if that's the kind of room I want to upgrade to that standard rate, guys, because we do not want that. Now, this is for Christmas to New Year's, so there is quite the limited availability right now. So I upgraded to the standard rate that has cancellation available. Okay. We've got our hotel, we've got our room. We can now add our transfers. They've recently upgraded this site and it's significantly nicer than it used to be and a little bit more user friendly. So we have a shared transfer, a private transfer, or private van transfer, or private luxury. The biggest difference between shared and private is going to be a shared transfer could stop at multiple resorts along the way. My clients don't want to have to do that. They'd rather pay a little bit more. So I'm going to select that. And then I have to click Save Airport Transfer. Okay. We can also, if we wanted to, add some activities in here. It'll show us some. If we wanted to add anything in, we could do that. They want to go, we can choose the date. They said they want to go to the Mayan ruins, the pyramid, add it in. We still, because you can add multiple activities. I can choose the day they go, right? If they decided they also wanted to do, let's see. Let's scroll back up. So they're doing that on the 29th, but on the 27th, they'd like to do this horseback riding. I click select. Then I can save all the activities, add them all together at once. They are commissionable when you do it this way through them. We could do any special requests, right? So maybe they're celebrating a special occasion or I want to do anniversary. Anniversary. They want a king bed because it's a couple going. Save those requests. Remember, just like anything else, requests are just that. They're never guaranteed. Now it gives me my options for travel protection. All right. We have the cancel for any reason to get added in. We either have cash back or full travel credit. Only difference is what happens if they cancel. They get full cash back or they get a travel credit. Okay. Or we can decline. I don't usually do that. We can create a quote for a client, but let's go to checkout. This is where we can add all the traveler's information. If we want to see, let's see. Now here's my breakdown. Total cost, payment due today to deposit or tomorrow, sorry. Final payment date and the total. If I click agency details, this is where it's going to show me the commission info. You can add a agency service fee here as well. Commissionable amount, non-commissionable amount. So there are parts that are not commissionable. Your total commission and the points you're earning on your account here. So if we wanted to add a service fee, say you wanted to add $100, click Save Changes. It's going to reload that for you, and then you will see the change. Okay. And again, when we're going to book for them, we put all their information. It's going to give you one travel at a time. We can put in, let's say that's on an airline that they have a frequent flyer program, we can put that in there. Okay. If they have any accessibility or specialty requests, we can put that in there. So that's really great to be able to do that. Optional flight information. We can add their passports. We can add their TSA pre-check number. Okay. So that's all in there for them. But this is pretty straightforward for putting together a package for your clients. And I hope that you got a lot of information out of this and feel like now you can use Pleasant Holidays.